You know, everyone likes to say, when are you going to retire? When are you going to retire? I don't believe in retiring. Fuck no. You want to know why? I believe most people that say they retire, the people that say they retire, they say they will retire because they lived a life which isn't truly congruent to them. They set their life in a way to where they'll live the job for the rest of their lives, which they don't really like. You may have this with your parents. They may always say, oh, when is the weekend? Oh, I can't wait for the weekend. You know? To the people who set their life in a way to where it's like, oh, they have the life that they want. It's like, come on, man. I don't need to wait for the weekend because every day is good because I'm living life in my terms. You know? And that's not to say you should, that's not to say, you know, you have that already. I don't have the life I truly want yet, but the mental aspects in terms of, you know, when I truly get the life I want, trying to set my life in a way to where I have the freedom to whatever I want, and I'm not caged by a 9 to 5 employer. It's like, bro, I want to live what I want to do. I want to do what I want to do for the rest of my life. I don't believe in retiring. No, I don't like that. What are you gonna do? What is there actually to do? But the system lied to you. They said you work 9 to 5 for 40 years, you get to 65, and then plausibly have, like, I don't know, flipping 20, 30k to spend on a lifetime. Even we know that's a sham now, bullshit sham. That's not true. They don't do that anymore. They're raising the retirement age. That already says a lot how messed up the system is. The scam, it's a fucking scam. And people are figuring it out, bro. Me personally, man, that is not a good life to live, to just retire and do what? What? Travel to a budget area? I don't want to live like that. And I love the idea of travel. But when I want to travel, you know, with all the money in the world. Travel and buy everything I want. I don't just want to look at sights. I want to buy stuff and enjoy it as well. I'm not an earthly man. I'm a man of God too. But can I not enjoy some earthly pleasures? We only have one time in this life. Let me enjoy it. It's not a sin. People will make it out to be, though. I don't believe in retiring. No, man. There's people on YouTube, man. I've seen YouTubers. Bro, they're still cooking, literally. Some of them still cook literally for whole communities in their villages, man. Because, bro, sitting down, retiring, waiting for death is boring. And that's not what God put you in this earth to do when you're old. A lot of people like to use old age as a way to glorify their laziness. They glorify their unhealthy state. And they simply use the excuse of, oh, I'm old. It was never about being old that led to your state. It was the accumulation effects of all of the years prior to you being old, and it all jumbled up to you being this old, wrinkly sack of crap. You put yourself in that position. Now, some of you guys may say it's rude. Maybe in the wrinkle part, okay, I guess I'll take that back a little bit. But I say sack of crap because you're being lazy. You don't have to be old and unfit. How do I know this? I'm outside every day. I see people run every day. So I see some people in the gym that are fit. I saw it last year. This year even. You wouldn't believe it, but I saw the jack guy. He looked like he was in his 60s. He still looked good. Maybe not as strong as he was 30 years ago, but hey, compared to most people's age, I class him as successful. And in shape. He ain't retiring. He ain't just sitting there watching EastEnders on the TV. Bro, he's moving to places, bro. He ain't living vicariously through others, taking life by his own hands, grabbing it by the balls, and just going on. I'm inspired by those type of people, and I want to be more like them. I'm not into retiring. A lot of people, they live their whole lives, 40 plus years, and they have no life experience. Their whole life experience is just doing the same 9 to 5 job shit all the time. That enthusiasm is gone. And what I found, usually when people, especially young people, because I was one of them, when I was 18 last year, you apply to a job, man, you get excited, all this excitement, right? First few days. They have that excitement too, the people who've been veterans there for like 30, 40 years. But then it disappears. It goes away, right? It disappears. And they all want that smiley, positive, optimistic kid like you. But then when they were used to the system, they caught on and they realized they wasn't as good as they thought it was. You know, but they were too scared to make that change, that risk to pivot and change. It's like, they just stuck in there and they settled in a way. Probably married a wife that they're not attracted to, probably don't have sex much, and then they're just depressed, and then they want to retire and they do nothing else. And that's a very sad life to live. I believe you can learn from everyone and anyone, regardless if you want to be in their position or not. You know, I believe successful people, they stand as a pillar of what can be done within reason. If they Just stay persistent. And yes, not everyone can succeed, but it's an example of what's out there. Some people who live successful lives. I also believe there are people who are slobs, and they are there to be slobs as an example for us of what will happen to us if we don't take ourselves seriously. There's an example. So that's my take. So you can learn from everyone, whether you like the person or not. At least from my experience, learn from everyone. I do all the time. Even animals, even the subtlest things. You can learn from that as well. And you don't have to go to the gym if you don't want to. Sometimes I walk around. I'm seeing people, I'm like, bro, why are you walking out with your belly out? Why do you not iron your clothes? I used to do the same shit. What's wrong with you? Why are you doing that? I don't get it. So I don't do it myself now. Just have a high standard now, So that's how I move now. And then, you're your own man. You live how you want, man. But just know there's actions and there's consequences to your actions, whether that be good or bad. So you might as well pick the better path. But yeah,